Hello and welcome to another update video about Filecoin. We haven't covered Filecoin for a while because, to be honest, not too much was happening. Last time I covered it, I think we were either still in the support zone or we're just moving into the support zone, but I presented you with this wave count, which, as it seems, is still unfolding. So the reversal took place where it needed to take place to keep the short-term bullish scenario alive. Let's talk about some possibilities here. It is not a very clear chart, I have to say that. That's one problem. It's not a clearly bullish chart. I have to say, and people will hate me for that, but I'll have to say I would be surprised if Filecoin gets to new all-time highs. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say I'm surprised. I'm going to be surprised because literally you should never be surprised in financial markets. But the better wording is I will be impressed, okay? Because this is one of the charts that lost like 99% of its value, a little more than that, in the bear market. And it takes an enormous effort to bring it ever back to all-time high territory. In addition to that, you know, it's a 5-wave move down, which is not great. So that's a very questionable chart. The rally that we see at the moment could simply be a C wave in a wave 2 correction. So that's my main thesis, that we're currently in some kind of a corrective rally. Okay, so the idea is we had a 5-wave move down into the December 22 lows. Recovery very weak, so I count it as an A wave move down in a B wave. This could be a C wave ending diagonal, super ugly. Okay, ABC basically. Yeah, what happens then? That's the problem. We won't really be able to tell now until we get a little bit more price action and data. Because the problem is whenever you have a 3-wave move into one direction, there's a lot of work to be done to really get an info on what's happening next. Because after an ABC top, the probabilities are just not clear. They're just not clear. I will be able to give you a support area, yes. But literally, which exact pattern is going to unfold, the prospects are just not very clear. It could, for example, be that if this is really an A, B, C structure in a wave 2, that next it's going to break down to new bear market lows. I have to say, in a bullish market, I do not expect that. Okay, so what I think is reasonable to assume is that this ABC structure, or let's say this wave 2, and by the way, I have the resistance area here on the chart. Just want to move it to the right a little bit. Okay, so that this ABC structure is likely just going to become a larger A wave, because an A wave can be a 3-wave move. Then we could get a B wave after that, for which I can give you a support area, and then a C wave rally if the bull run continues and if it wants to continue to participate in a bullish market. I think that is a reasonable assumption, not to assume that we go to a new bear market lows, at least not yet. After the bull run possibly, and the roadmap would suggest that Filecoin has a chance in a more extended ABC correction to participate in a bullish market. Just not in a, let's say, 5-wave move to the upside or anything that is a great setup or anything. Okay, I mean, we had a setup here. The price reversed there because, again, I made the assumption we are in a bullish market. I see a possible diagonal, so the likelihood is we go up higher, but it's not like a 5-star setup, okay? Similar situation we will have here most likely in this ABC structure. It's a little bit uncertain what happens afterwards. I mean, technically speaking, it could even form a long range and a sideways, structure. But that's the problem with ABC tops or ABC structures. But let's just assume it might follow some of the other coins that are in similar structures and could form a larger ABC pattern. And the resistance area goes all the way up to $88. That means this assumption will not even get unlikely until the price is broken above $88 and has rallied basically, 1100%, right? So it can still do decent. I mean, I'm not saying it will because we're not here. You cannot, it is very difficult to project targets in a corrective structure because you are basically working against a higher level trend. And the assumption on this chart would be that the uptrend is, well, it's not really an uptrend. It's a local uptrend, yeah, but it's basically a counter trend move. So the larger trend is actually down because of the 5-wave pattern we've seen to the downside. Now, I have to say, obviously, this is still objective analysis. So what I will always give you is also the level where I know that I'm likely going to be on the wrong side. And that is a break above $88. Okay, and that will tell me that this assumption has to be revised. Because a wave 2 will normally not break beyond the 78.6 retracement. Now, then I have to say, though, the local trend is up. So I am focusing on the upside, absolutely, because the local trend is up and it's a bullish market, you know. But I'm just raising awareness about this chart and want to make sure that you're on the side of caution once this next top is in. And then it doesn't matter to me if I call that an ABC structure in an uptrend or if it's a 1, 2, 3. If a wave 4, 5 happens afterwards, fine, you know, so be it. I will always give you the relevant bullish support levels as well. But, and maybe my assessment will change along the way. For now, it doesn't make a difference because the trend is up anyway. But I have to say, caution here, okay? Now, what would be an ideal target? I mean, the 5th wave, if this is a 5th wave to the upside, it should get into the region between $10.04 and $12.67 next. Okay, it could also go higher, but be aware that, first of all, at $8 roundabout, there is a breakout point or a trend line. Just thinking if there is another way of drawing a trend line here. I mean, we could try to connect this. I'm not sure if that's useful at all. I'll put it here, this trend line, to show maybe there's going to be a reaction there. And that would basically be sort of in that area around $10. Yeah, but the trend is up, so I'm not going to guess where exactly it's going to finish. The idea is we follow the trend until the end. The problem is, you know, it's obviously most likely a counter trend move. And yeah, as soon as I, you know, see more structure, I can give you also a micro support area that we can then use to track the trend higher, the local uptrend. That's my update about Filecoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.